What's up, YouTube? Back in the Toyota Tacoma, and we're going to do a quick installation video. This requires no manual, probably not much common sense. I've got a few items I'm going to go through, but we'll start off with the first one right now. Just for today, we got a few items to go through, so we'll start out with the first one right now. And before we get started, just make sure that you like the video at the end. Share the video if you know anybody that's looking for the same type of product, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all the subscriptions so far. Today what we're going to go over in my 2011 Toyota Tacoma are AC control knobs. So the factory AC control knobs are the black dial type with the flat bar, and I'm going to replace them with some chrome trimmed black replacement knobs. The replacement knobs have backlighting through them the same way the arrow on the old one is. So what I'll do is I'll switch around to the dash itself, and we'll just have a little video of what it looks like with the factory knobs, with and without the light on, the backlight on, and then I'll switch over to the new knobs, and then you'll see what they look like with and without the light on. So let's flip around, take a look, see what it takes to get these installed. Shouldn't take any tools and should only take a moment. So let's take a look. So here are the factory AC control knobs. So it's these three black knobs here. This is what we're replacing today. As you can tell, it's just a simple little knob. It articulates to specific locations, and the arrow points the direction for each location. And we're gonna pull these three knobs, but before we do, I'm just gonna show you, this is what it looks like now. So there's your shot of what they look like from the factory. This is a 2011 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport, so you might have a black background here instead of the gray, but this is what it looks like in mine. Now this is what it looks like with the lights on. So you can see the knob itself, the light comes on the little arrows on each of the arrows. So that's what it looks like with the light on. And then of course it's got I can adjust the light with the knob on the dash. Alright, so that's what it looks like with the light on. I'll turn this off real quick, and then I'm going to get the replacement knobs out, and then we'll pull these and see how hard this is to do. So here are the replacement knobs, and one thing I like about these replacement knobs is it's got this chrome kind of trim bezel around the outside of the knob itself. There's the direction indicator, the same as the arrow would be on this. That's going to be the direction indicator. But I like the fact that it has this trim ring around it, because the stock dash gauge cluster has kind of this chrome trim ring around it, so it kind of mimics that same design. Nothing else in here has the black knob on it. Everything, all these are, these knobs are the factory color. So I think the silver ring with the round dial on it is going to look better than these kind of flat bar style knobs. So all you have to do, and I haven't done this before, but all you have to do is just pull these out. Now this has the indication is in the same direction as the little notch, and that notch lines up with the notch on the back of the little turn that's on the inside here. So that's what we're looking at right here, is the notch itself. So I've pulled this off, and then I'm just going to take the knob that I'm replacing, and I just dabbed a little bit of the grease that was on the factory knob, and I'm going to line up that notch. You can see the notch in the top there. It's in the same direction as the arrow. The arrow's on this edge right here, and that's where that notch is. So line that back up. That's going to go towards, I had it towards off. So when this lines up, the little notch is also going to be towards off, and then you just push the button in. So that one's now been replaced, and as you can see, it still articulates, but the knob is on the outside now, and the grip is on the outside, so it's actually knurled. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but the outside edge of this is knurled, so that's made for grip. And so we've got one replaced, so now you can see what it looks like with just the one. And like as before, it's the same articulation. It's nice and clean. You can feel it real easy. Instead of having to stick your hands inside here, you can twist the knob on the outside. Now let's take a look real quick. I'm gonna turn the light on and we'll see what the backlight looks like on the replacement. So much brighter. It still actually kind of has the same orange. I wasn't sure if the back of the switch itself, we took this one out and it has like a little bit of an orange tint, and this is called a diffuser, and the diffuser little plastic piece that's in there that the light goes through has kind of an orange look. It doesn't look orange here, but once the light's behind it, it kind of looks orange. So you can kind of tell there it's got a little bit of an orange color to it. And I thought this might be more of a white, but it's not. It's actually still got an orange color to it, so it's not that much different than the orange color originally. Now the orange on the knob never matched the color on the outside of the ring here anyway, so don't look for that. So again, all you have to do is take the knob, grab it, and pull, and it doesn't take any tools to do this. So there's the middle knob that we pulled out now. And as before, with where the notch is, and it's kind of got a little flat spot there, so you can see it kind of looks like a D, but it's also got a little notch in there. So that's how you line up to know where to put the button. So that one was pointing in the center. So when I put that in, it's still at the center. Like I said, it's got a real nice feel to it. And I can feel and hear that it's clicking it's clicking. So if I turn, let's see, I'm gonna turn the key forward and we'll go through, and you can actually hear this working and switching back and forth from hot to cold. So it's cold outside, so when I switch it to cold, it's gonna pull air more from the outside because it's already cold outside, but when I switch it to hot, you can actually hear the difference. And of course this is on defrost, so it's going up on the windshield right now, but I can just switch this around, put that on the vent, and the air is going to come out the vents now. So there's two down, one more to go. So let's just go ahead and take the last one out. Better grip on this last one. Alright, so that's out. And again, it's got the little D shape to it. If it will focus on this piece in front here, there's the little, right there, kind of looks like a bit of a D. And that's where the flat edges of that D shape, that's got a D shape to it, so that's where that goes. Once I get that lined up in the middle, that's done. Again, I can feel each of the locations. I can still feel where it's clicking in to each spot. So there's the floor plus the vent, and there's the vent only. So it's back up here on the vents. Back to defrost, so the vents are off. Still on hot, still on high. So now, that's what it looks like with all three replaced, where you can see the light, you can see the backlight. I don't usually keep that on full bright anyway, but I just turned it up so you can kind of tell what it looks like with it replaced. And then this is what it looks like when there's no light on. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off so you don't have to listen to that anymore. And so there's what it looks like with all the lights on. And there's what it looks like with all the lights off. So it's a little more incognito where the actual location of the little dial is, but when you turn the light on, check that out, the little indication of the location for where the dial is pointing is actually lit in that little notch in the black cover. So I think these are well worth it. I mean, they're like 10 bucks. The link and part number and all that kind of stuff will be in the description, so it'll be easy to find. A very simple Amazon item. These actually fit the hole pretty well. I've seen posts where people said that the buttons themselves were, the new buttons themselves were so small that there was a big huge gap all the way around, and I think that's just the manufacturer, whoever made those buttons, just made the diameters just too small. It might still fit it might still push on fine, but that's something to keep in mind. If you're not buying these and you buy a different brand, you might see the same thing where there's just a big, I think that it looked like there was almost 1/4 of an inch of gap all the way around, and that seems to me like that's just not the right product for this vehicle. So all in all, that was a pretty easy install. Thanks for taking the time to watch. If you have any questions or anything, go ahead and post it in the comment section. As I said before, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. We got the knobs replaced. It took no tools, and if I wasn't talking, it would have taken all of about 3 minutes. So hopefully once I get this edited down, it's not going to be that much. Sometimes people say the videos take a little bit too long, but I try to cover everything, so hopefully it helps. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video.